My name is Rosina Maria Arquati. I'm an animal communicator. I live in Hong Kong and I work in Hong Kong, Singapore, Malaysia, Taiwan and Shanghai. I've been working as an animal communicator now for over 30 years, and people often ask me, what is animal communication? Animal communication is using your telepathic skills to communicate with animals. It sounds very complicated, or it might even sound very science fiction, but it's very simple. Most of you nowadays own an iPhone of some description, and our head is like an iPhone, and we have a very good part of the brain that we do not use. Like our iPhone, we have lots of thoughts going on, and our brain is very, very unique. People sometimes are born with animal communication skills like me as a young child and can talk to animals. But we can also train people to do so by bringing them into a workshop and getting them to connect with the animal kingdom, just like putting in a new app into your iPhone. More and more people are becoming aware of animal communication, but it has become a wonderful tool for me to educate people on animals and animal welfare. My workshops are filled with information, and we do a special section on animal welfare. From the meat that we eat, to the cruelty that is involved there, to the animals that are puppy mill farms and animal testing for products. We try to enlighten and make people aware that this should not be necessary. More and more awareness of animals is important. We need to remember that an animal is for life, and we need to look at our own lifespan. I am very fortunate. I have a wonderful husband who is a vet, and his work introduced me to such wonderful animals that I would not have normally had contact with. And I began to understand the animal kingdom and all their needs. Animal communication is a wonderful way for pet owners to understand their animals. It also helps veterinarians, lab technicians, caregivers, and people that work with animals and opening into the animals' world. Animals tell us such wonderful stories. When working here at Noah's Ark, I was talking to one of the newly rescued horses that Linda and Clements brought here, called Boom Boom. Boom Boom was a very large horse and was settling into the stables quite well. But when I talked to him, he was very concerned that he may have to leave. I said I'd need to confirm this with Linda before I went any further, because I thought he was here to stay. When I talked to Linda, she told me that they had thought that Boom Boom was a working horse, and maybe they need to find him a home where he could work. But they decided that he would definitely stay. I went back to talk to Boom Boom and told him that he was staying here, and he was going to be a horse with a job. They were finding him a cart so he could trot around with bits and pieces and sometimes young people to show them the sanctuary. Boom Boom was very enthusiastic about his new job and decided he was very happy to stay at Noah's Ark. I was working with Starbucks, who is a beautiful monkey here. And Starbucks was very, very happy. But he told me he was getting a new house. But his house was rather big, and I got a little bit confused. Again, I told Starbucks I needed to check with Linda about this new house arrangement. So once again, I had to go and tell Starbucks the bad news that the new house was not his. It was the gibbon that lived next door. Starbucks told me he still thinks he needs a new house. So when they finished building the gibbon's house, he would like one too. I work also in the cattery here, which is one of my wonderful places to work, which I'm going to bring you to in a moment. And I asked the dogs many different questions. But one of the questions was, why does the dog like to stay in the sanctuary? In the cat sanctuary. And Max says it's very relaxing, less dogs and more food. He likes the accommodation very much.